Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me in another adventure here in Icarus. This will be episode 3 of our comprehensive beginner guide. Today we're gonna start our open world adventure, and we're gonna try to get to level 10 with this guy. So we're gonna open up open world on Olympus. We're gonna create a new one. I'm gonna call it beginner guide, just not to mess it up with the others. I'm gonna leave it on normal. You could go on hard mode if you want, but since we're puny, I think we should leave it in there. You should have all the money just to have the Nanel or ST, I don't remember what that armor was, and the MXC tools. I choose to go without them because I consider that one kind of a cheat. It's not. It's something in the game, but it is what it is. I want to start without them, just to show you that you don't really need them. You don't really need them yet, okay? You don't need them. We're gonna build everything that we need in this open world of ours, and by building stuff, repairing stuff, making tools, making everything, we're gonna grab a little more experience. So here you are. If you wanna go down with the MXC tools, just like I said in the last episode, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You're gonna have a huge advantage over me, because think about it, my best knife is gonna be the bow knife. That's puny compared with the MXC knife. But on the other hand, when that one breaks, you're gonna have to have it on you and go back in space with it to fix it, mister.
First things first, if you want to complete missions for the UDA, you'll need to craft a short-range radio. Plenty of folks need help, and factions pay well for prospectors that offer their time. Up to you. Stay safe.
So we're gonna begin just like we made the stuff happen in the last episode. We need in here a pickaxe, we need an axe, we're gonna make the stone ones first. And we're gonna start munching some animals, just to have a bit of fire and stuff. We're not gonna move to the final location, let's say, which will be in here. Actually, we could already move. Yeah, we're gonna move to that location in there as soon as we're gonna have a bow and some arrows. And start working in there, because I got a feeling that we're gonna advance in levels pretty fast. Huh. There was a wolf nearby. Let's say hello. So wolf, don't go away. Stay here and play. I need your fur. Thank you very much. Give me all you have. I need the bed, like right about now. Okay, can I repair this knife? I can't because I have a stone. Okay, let's make a pickaxe. First tool, just to grab the stones, easier, exactly. Stones on the ground, stones everywhere. Let's grab a few out of this place. Oh, a stick, welcome. Okay, I think then that I can already make my axe. But let's grab a little more stones because you know we're gonna need them. Okay, let's make a bow. Bow, it's a number 2 always for me. Let's make some arrows. 17 I can make. Good stuff. Start munching on some stone in here. 20 something for a fire. Those will be needed. So let's take care of that one right about now. I don't have a bunch of stamina. We need to find some bucks in here. Let's make that one happen. Let's make a torch happen. Can I make the sickle already? No, we need some woods. Okay. Tree incoming. So in order to make missions from the open world, you gotta build that OEI. Okay. After that, you will be able to make those missions. It ain't that difficult to build. All you gotta do is reach a certain level and smelt iron and copper. Make the OEI, and then it's gonna be just fine. I don't remember if I gotta do the anvil as well or not, but it is what it is. Okay, I needed the sickle in my system. Okay, we're gonna have the sickle soon enough. 5? Yeah, 5. Let's grab those because we need the buff. Arrows, buff. Assume. Perfect, we got a little more stamina. Keep our eyes peeled for more. We're gonna need a watermelon because we're not gonna be able to cook too soon. just grabbing some of the necessary stuff into my pockets before we move out. Right here in the starting area. So if you have the MXC2, I suggest you make your base around here. Shh. Or just make it in that spot. And come here whenever you're gonna need to repair them, because you're gonna need to be in your dropship, go up in space, you know. So apparently I can make free bandages as well. Let's grab a little more of this because I like always to have a full stack of bandages on me. That means 10 of them. So grab the sticks, grab the fibers. Do we have all the armor? We do. We cannot make a backpack yet. I have 200 something fibers. That will give me 8 bandages. We need a little more. This sickle is gonna get destroyed at some point. We're gonna need bones to repair it. It's fine, don't worry about it. 8, right? Okay, we're gonna make 2 more. And we're gonna put them in there. We got the torch, we got that, we got that. We got a storm, which is just amazingly bad. More arrows incoming. What are we gonna miss? Stones. Okay. I found the oxide. Gonna grab it because we need to breathe. I think that in this episode we will unlock the oxygen bladder and the water bladder as well. So we will not have to breathe the rock. We're gonna be able to process the oxide into oxygen and have an oxygen, let's call it tank. It's a bladder made out of leather, but it's gonna be way better than what we're doing right now. Okay, drop that in there. That one is our first deployable. I don't think I should keep those on me, but let's just keep them for the funsies. We need a lot more rocks. Yep. So let's collect a little more rocks. What time it is? 10 in the morning. Well, we should kind of be on our way because we're gonna stop a million times. By the moment... this is a kind of nasty system. By the moment we're gonna get to that cave in there, because we're gonna hunt on the way. So let's do that. Crafting arrows maximum 47. That should be enough. We're gonna have something like 70 arrows. Can I make a bone knife? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Sorry, in here. No, we need 20 bones. Okay, good stuff. Let's keep on moving. We need that. We're also looking for watermelons. Let's grab a little more of this. Thank you. We have 27. We need a little more. I like to have a full stack. As I already told you, that's something like 100. Let's try and move through here. Shamo. If you miss it, don't run after it. You don't have any chances to grab it. Okay? Just forget about it and keep on moving. Even if you hit it once and it bleeds, forget about it. You're not gonna be able to catch it. Let's look at that node actually. It doesn't matter. I wanted to look at that node in the corner of the lake in there to see what it was, because I'm curious like that. To see what my luck is. There is another node in here. I'm gonna check that one. Keeping an eye out for the animals as we move. That prankhorn is mine. I missed it. Try again. In the water it moves slower. Missed it. Missed it again. Missed it again. Goodbye. Okay. Up in here somewhere? Maybe? This one is platinum. Really nice. Okay, let's move against this wall that way. We are going in there. In there it's a cave. Why are we going here? Well, in this area it's a lot of deep ore nodes. Our final base will be in that spot in there. Okay. That's the only reason. It's a lot more nodes than in here. That one saw me and went away. Good. It didn't went away. I don't know why I'm not getting it. I got it. Okay. Let's skin it. Good. We got some fur in there. I don't know if I have stones on me to repair this stuff. So let's grab a stone, repair that thing. Let's make our bone knife. We're gonna keep that one as a backup. I don't think it's needed, but it is what it is. Let's keep on moving. The exposure is getting up there, but not long to go. This is another cave in here. You gotta break the wall and get in. I am right here-ish on the map. We're not gonna get into that cave yet. Okay, good stuff. Bone knife incoming. We are almost level 7. The exposure is starting to affect me, but it ain't gonna be long until the storm will be over. Okay, grab those. Prank one again. He went away. Okay, let's go this way. This is the entrance into the Arctic. In here you don't have any wolves. You have... That's a bunny. Well, we're incoming. You have in there polar bears and other big stuff. We don't need that arc. We need the other arc, the other side. That's where we're gonna hunt wolves. Just to grab our levels faster, like. Okay. Okay. Pronghorn. Deer. Didn't get that one. Well, it didn't died. Well, it is what it is. She will chill after a while. And she will come back, believe it or not. This, I don't know where the pronghorn is. Good thing that storm stopped. That deer went that way. I don't know where she is. I'm in stealth mode. Keeping control, press now, stop. Can I make the bed already? Let's see. Where is it in here? I need 3 more fur and some sticks. I have wood on me, so sticks are not an issue. I can make them in my inventory. I see that guy. Hopefully he saw me as well. Let's keep on moving. Starting with this place, we should have some whatchamacallit, wolves around here. I hate not having wood going into my inventory automatically. And this axe, oh my god, it's nothing but amazing. Watch out, Mr. Pronghorn is gonna get you. That's a bee tree in there. You wanna hit it from afar. Just not to mess up with those bees. I want that wolf in my system. Perfect. We just hit level 7. Let's grab this girl. Or guy, whatever it may be. We have what we need to make our bed. Let's do it. We need more sticks, not an issue. I have my bed, I have my campfire. The spoiled meat, we don't need it yet. We will not build a shack this time because no need for it. I can repair that. Bandages. 4 of them. No, stop. Clear. I already have 10. No point in it. We're gonna need a chest. We can make it in there. That's about all there is to it. Let's go grab that wolfie. I hope that the beast will not come out. Yeah, there. Okay, let's destroy this one. It needed another shot. Wait for them and hit them with the knife when they're close. That's it. Don't need that. But let's grab the wolf. You should start already stockpiling the leather, okay? You're gonna need a bunch. We're gonna need a bunch. In the penny, I need something to drink as well. So it ain't just amazing. We need the oxide. Okay, good. Let's keep on moving. We're gonna stop for oxide and maybe we get a watermelon or 2. That will be just amazing. We get 1 talent point, 4 blueprint points. I don't have enough stamina, so let's look at the talents. I want to do a little more damage with the bow, but I really want to get in there. Weight capacity. Maybe that will unlock that thing. No points in solo. For the tech tree. We're not gonna need that. Fireworker, no spears, no shields. Oxidizer, I tend not to do it because it's puny. Health recovery concoction, that one is not amazing. Floor torch, yeah, that's good. Just for lighting up the space in the cave, but then again we have our own torch. We're gonna need the science at some point. I want that. And that's about it. I think we're gonna keep our points for when we're gonna get level 10 in tier 2, because you get a lot more points when you get in level 10, but not nearly enough to open everything that you need in there. So let's just keep our points until we're gonna get in there. I can make those, but I don't want to yet. Time to look for some watermelons on the ground. For those, we need waters. Okay, still moving west. I'm not seeing watermelons. They are just about everywhere. This is soy. This one. It's only food, just like the pumpkins. This is what we need here. Watermelons. A little more stamina for BAG and some water. Let's consume a little more just to fill up that water stuff. Consume stack. Well, now we're doing great. Let's get towards that cave, shall we? Again, keep your eyes peeled for the animals. Large deer, right in front of me. And totally missed it. Got it the first time. Lucky. Okay, this will give us a little more leather and bones and stuff. We should take pickaxe, please. We should start making the bone arrows. These guys are higher level than the guys that we had in the first episode, second episode it was. So a little harder to kill. You gotta put out the damage. Let's check these nodes out. Let's see what did we get this time. There are a couple of them up top in here, I believe. This one, it's aluminum. No, it's copper. Amazing. There is one more in there, one more in there. Let's check these guys in here. I think there are two of them. I need this in my system, thank you. We gotta work towards that oxidizer as soon as possible. That one will be so much easier. Basically, with one of these nodes, that you need it like each, I don't know, 20 minutes. One of this, put inside that slot in there. Well, when you're gonna have the oxidizer, even with the puny water bladder, not water, oxygen bladder, is gonna be way better than dragging this stuff in there. No, way better. I don't remember exactly where those nodes are. Maybe they're up in here. Deeper nodes. Well, I found one. This is oxide. That one is copper. Okay, let's get out of here. Come on. What you doing in there, bud? Waiting for me. Got it. Okay. So we got sulfur in here. Good. Not gonna drop the sulfur now, but we're gonna need it a little later, because that oxidizer works with sulfur and oxide. Okay. We have 141 of those. Time to make some sticks on us. In there. Make me, I don't know, 50. Because we don't have a bunch. And let's make bone arrows. 26. Really good. Not gonna destroy those. Gonna keep them on me. Nevertheless, the bow is gonna be switched to the bone arrows. And when we're gonna run out of bone arrows, we can use the stone arrows just as easily. You see, this knife, it's a little more resistant. Oh my god, that's so much good food in there. Thank you. Gotta repair the bone knife. Let's repair that one. That one. that one, and the other one as well. We could already make that, but I really don't care about it at this point. We're gonna make it happen once we're gonna get to the cave. What are you? Damn, really nice. Just lost a deer and the baby deer. Well, I didn't lose the deer. Perfect. There is stuff in there moving. Let's grab this deer. No, the other stuff. There is another node in here. Let's check it out. It's aluminum. Yep. Okay. Let's go up this rock in here because I want to check the other node. Up in here. Grab it. And the deer. Okay. Are you gonna stop, my deer? Oh. Arrow to the face. Arrow to the face. He's down. Okay. We gotta put a point in there at the arrow damage for sure. Good stuff. Keep on moving. Up in here, there's another node. I want to see what it is. Sulfur. Okay-ish. There's another one in the back in here. That looks like salt all day long. So I didn't find any iron nearby. There is a copper nearby. There is another node in there, another one in there. That one in there. Again, salt. More nodes in there, more nodes everywhere basically. That's why I like this place. A bunch of nodes. Okay. Let's go towards our cave. Almost filled up inventory. We got the oxide on us. We have the bed and the fire. It's good. That cave should be somewhere in here to the left. In there. Where is that vertical wall? That's where the cave is. And our final base is gonna be at the edge of that lake. Silica, salt, oxide, amazing. Let's get in. Torch on. In here got worms, of course. So watch out. Getting slow. Easily. Okay. Where? Come. Oh, you don't have any worms? No bees either? Oh, we got the bees. More bees. Amazing. Okay, finally got the hive, nest, whatever that one is. Okay, come on. Yep, I got him. Can I... This one is copper, really good. Yep, let's grab our arrows back. Good stuff, more in there. Yeah, gotta have more damage with the bow for sure. Okay, I got those as well. I want to collect that. It's in my hotbar because not enough inventory space. Would you please get up top of that? Okay. Give me those. Thank you. Good. Let's put down some stuff in here. We're gonna leave this place for the benches. So we're gonna have the fire up top in here somewhere. If I can place it, please. Amazing. Let's burn bacon. That thing. Burn. I think. We're gonna have to have a dryer in here. So I need a little more woods. Let's chop down our first tree. So, I want to have my first base made out of stone because I don't want to make it out of wood and have it damaged non-stop by these amazing storms that we have in this amazing game, or burn down, you know. That means we're gonna have to be level 15, I believe. That one just synced to the ground. You didn't imagine it. In here, let's see. My god, so much stuff. Yeah, we gotta be level 15. In order to make that, you need a bunch of wood, leather, that's why I said violet. Rope, you make it with fibers. Iron nails, well, it's iron turned into ingots, and then turn into nails into the anvil, which we're gonna have to build at some point. But we're not there yet. At level 10, we're gonna have access to our crafting station, and that will allow us to make a bunch of good stuff, basically. You're gonna see it when we're gonna get in there. For the time being, we're just making it the bare necessities. I'm not sure if these beasts are respawning or not. I will not go too much in there. I hope they're not. Let's put that thing here. Shh. If we may, please. Thank you. Maybe, perhaps. Okay, silly. Let's put it in here in that case. Hello? Colliding with what? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Why not? Make it happen for those. Also, I saw in here. That one, best thing ever is dried. Okay, that's gonna help us a bunch. So let's put it in there. We gotta put our bedroll in here, just to have a respawn point. Somewhat close to the fire, just to be able to sleep. And now we gotta store all of that somewhere. Okay. Since we don't have the crafting bench, we're gonna craft the good box, the big box, the medium variant, and we're gonna put all the stuff that we gather inside this boxing. So let's dump those. We have that. We can drop that. I think I can destroy that knife. And let's leave everything in there. We're not gonna need those. 25 arrows are not enough, so let's make a little more. Max, another 15. We got 40 now. That's really good. And we got those 58 as a backup. Great stuff. I don't know what stuff was. Okay. Let's go and look for somewhere. Well, actually, we're gonna have the buffs in here. We got that one already. That one is kind of coming. It's just amazing the way it is. That one got to be there first. We're gonna have some spoiled meat. Oh. But I really don't care about it. It's good. Let's do it like that. That one needs to dry first. That's one of the best buffs. It's gonna help us a bunch right now. Consume that. That one is getting done. That one and that one. Let's put it in here to dry. Oh, no, before that. So that is gonna get first done. After that, it will reset, and those will be done next. This is the best thing ever. 15% melee attack speed. So when you're mining stuff, you're gonna mine a lot faster. Already got pneumonia. Life is not exactly beautiful. Let's get out of this cave and look for some more oxide, because we're gonna need to breed. It's gonna be a moment until level 10 until we're gonna be able to make our oxygen bladder and stuff magickies. So let's just start munching on some oxide. I think by this time we should have enough charcoal into that fire to make a water purifier. So we're gonna make one of those and put him in the cave in there, because I think there is water into that cave, and that will be way easier than going to that lake and grab it in there. I think we're gonna need a few stones. Let's see. Can we do such a thing, mister, or not? Well, let's get in here. Lights on. Wormies? Bees? Bees, no. Bees, no. Bees, I don't know. Okay, good. We're good. We need the charcoal. 32. Amazing. We're gonna let that one burn. That one is done. We already have good buffs in here. Let's try and make the water purifier. So that guy. 30 sticks and 4 fibers. Okay. We can turn wood into sticks because we took that perk. but it's a bunch of sticks in here. These small trees, this stuff as well. So just gonna make a little collection in here. And it's enough. We can craft it. Okay. I kind of need a drink, so just in time, you know. Let's see, bees. You're gonna have to ask yourself that each time getting into the cave, because they tend to respawn. Not this time. Amazing. Can I put you in here? No. What about in here? It says that it must be placed outside. Well, guess what? It works in here as well. E to access. In there is making the water we can drink. Well, we got the gold, we got the coppers, we got the platinum, we got some aluminum. We got the bees. Grab them with a knife. 2 stacks. We gotta level up. Come on, get down here. Oh my god, more. We gotta destroy the same. These are the exotics. You're not gonna have them. If you're a new player, we're not gonna have it. Me, I have them spawning in caves. Because guess what? I did that mission with another character. But you are not gonna have them. Just so that you know. Okay, I think I got those. I need a bone to repair my knife. Let's get in this side. Because I think there is another swarm in it. Just look at the box. Click, repair, done. It was another swarm? I'm not seeing it. Well, let's drink some water. X. Got it. More water incoming because we got in there another 10 of that. So we're gonna grab a little more charcoal and put it in there. Copper and coal. Really good. I would have preferred copper and iron, but it's fine. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Those will get done, and after that, those. This one is burning. Let's put those in there to burn first. After that, it will automatically pull that thing. My box. I lost the box. Okay. Drop that in that. We get good buffs in here. We have the oxide on us. Let's leave that one in there so that we will not be overcambered. And get the heck out of here because we don't have the stamina. Now we have 2 talent points. Unable to put in there anything, but we need more weight capacity. I just got that exotic sprinter. You don't want that, but the carry weight of stone, it's something that you could want. Just to get in there, you know. Also, carry weight of wood is good. More wood from felling trees is good. Let's put a point in there. And have you seen that one changed? Next time when we're gonna have a talent point, we will be able to click in there and the chopped wood will be automatically deposited in our inventory. I want to get in there with the bone damage. Oh, with the bow damage. Let's put a maximum stamina because I would like to have a little more stamina, especially since I'm living in a cave and it's very likely that I will get pneumonia non-stop. We have our free buffs in 2 minutes. That pneumonia will be gone. So let's get in the cave. Let's sleep for the night. Okay, so that we will not have to come back in here again. And then we can move on. 93 seconds until that pneumonia will be gone. What we'll do now is look for those animals and snipe them and skin them and grab them into our pockets. We're gonna need another chest. Got it in the face. And we're gonna dump in there all the bones, everything that we're gonna get basically. The meat is going into the fire or into the dryer. I got it, but she didn't die. Where was the other one? I lost it. In here. And all the leather is gonna be kept because we're gonna need a bunch of it just to make it happen for our stone mansion that we're gonna build in. So this, it's a repeating here. I don't think you're gonna need to see this. What I'm doing, it's just sitting around this place, looking for animals and killing them. No. So I think I'm gonna speed this one up for you guys. And if at some point I run out of animals, I'm gonna bring you back and we're gonna go together into the Arctic and start killing animals in there. Actually, you know what? Let's go straight in there. Instead of waiting in here to have the predators, we should go into predator land. That's the Arctic for you. The entrance in the Arctic, it's a great place to grab a few levels. This is good, but if you look at it, it's 750 experience for killing a deer. Instead of killing a deer, why not kill a wolf and get 2,000-3,000 experience, you know? I mean, it's the same time invested. A lot better just to be up top in there. The entrance in the Arctic is just that way north. In here, they spawn. Okay, we are really close to them. To that Arctic entrance, we have the sunlight. Life is just beautiful. We can go in there. So let's dump in here everything that we carry on us. I don't see any bees, so life is beautiful. That one can dry. Those can stay on me. Let's consume stuff. Those will be our free buffs. Yep. So we don't need those anymore. Let's get out of the cave because I don't want to get pneumonia again. I like that stamina bar. It's looking just amazing. We don't need that. We have that one. It's good experience. That one is good for the stamina, health, exposure resistance. That 40% yield from butchering animals. That one is melee attack speed. That one is more for mining. And that one, it's all arounder. So we're gonna take the fatty T-bone because of the yield from the butchering of animals. Okay, let's make our way northish in there towards the Arctic, and we're gonna try and kill some wolves if we can. I only have 39 arrows, but it's good. If it happens that we find any other predators like that horsey in there, we're gonna grab them as well. Good experience. Okay. By the end of this, we're gonna have so much meat that we will not know what to do with it. I suggest dropping it. Okay. Let's just keep on moving through here. What are you? Prankhorn. Not interested, thank you. Moving that way. Silica, salt, silica. We're gonna need buttloads of silica. We're gonna need buttloads of everything basic. Prankhorn. Yeah, it's a lot of animals in here. Silica, oxide, sulfur. Hundreds of nodes like this. Thousands of ores we're gonna need. This is the entrance into the Arctic. But you don't want to stay in here too much. Now, there are different biomes. We're in the biome called forest in here. If we're passing this edge, we're gonna be into the biome called Arctic. A different Arctic than the other Arctic. They have names, each and every single one of them. Is that a wolf? No. So, the storms happen in each biome. If in here is clear, that doesn't mean there is not a storm. So if you get caught in a storm in here, get out of here, you'll be safe. This is cold in here. You're gonna get damaged. You're gonna get cold. You see? So, minus 25 stamina gen, minus 25% stamina, more food consumption, minus water consumption. You see how it's getting frosty? Just put on your torch. It's gonna help a little. Those are our targets in there. I just got 2,942 experience for killing that wolf, and I think there was one more in there. I missed him. Okay, he's not going anywhere. One more in there. The other one got aggro. Oh, sorry. Just like that, 10,000 experience. What do you think about that? A lot better than hunting 8 deers or something like that, you know? Look at all the good meats. I'm gonna keep the good meat. We will need the bones, because bones I used to make epoxy, and we're gonna need buttloads of that. So, yeah, this is what we're doing right now. Don't forget to fix your knife, really important. If you get incoming close by, that one is gonna save you. Okay, it was one more in here. There are more down that way. If you stay too much in this cold here, you're gonna get hypothermia. It ain't gonna be pretty for you, okay? So, from time to time, I suggest going out. I see that I don't have stones on me. So, let's just scooch it out of here. This is gonna reset that cold. Looking for stones to repair my stuff. I want to kill that horsey. It's a predator, so a lot of experience. We just moved up to level 9. You don't get a bunch of experience for killing the little stuff. That level 22 wolf is not the little stuff. That is the good stuff. He sees me. He's looking at me. He's like, what you doing in there, BG? Well, I'm prepared to kill you, mister. That's what I'm doing. Here you go. So we got 1 talent point and 10 blueprint points. Amazing. I'm gonna keep the blueprint points. That one it's a deer. This one it's a horsey. A deer. We're going back in there. Maybe those wolves have respawned. Talents. Wood added to my inventory. That's the way to do it. So now if I'm chopping this tree, it's gonna be automatically added in my inventory just like that, you know? You don't have to pick it from the ground, which is just amazing. I'm telling you, this is the best thing ever that they added into the game. I hate not having a good axe or a good pickaxe. Let's look for some stone, because that's why we exited the Arctic. I just remembered. I need to fix my tools, so 10 should be more than enough. I need stick for that, so craft sticks, craft, repair that thing. I said repair that thing. Let's go back after some predators. Lights on, not because we need it, but because it keeps us warm. Don't forget, you are wearing clothing made of fibers, okay? Of course, if you took the time to make, I don't know, 20 times that mission, you might have the good armor. You're in a way better position than I am right now. That's a bunch of wolves. Really good. One down. Walk backwards. Shoot him in the face. With the knife. Hit him in the head. Make it happen. We're almost level 10. What do you think about that? Easy. And there is one more walking around there. Let's kill them first. And then we're gonna take their bones. The other one is coming. Hi there, bud. How are you today? That's a normal cut in there. If you don't treat it, it might get infected, but not many chances. Just put a bandage on and you're gonna be just fine. Done. These guys have durability, so if you don't collect them, you see it's 96% for this one. If you don't collect them in a certain amount of time, they will despawn. They will disappear. That's how Icarus is cleaning his scenery here. If you want to keep them, because you want to collect all the stuff, but it just happened that, oh my god, we level 10 already. It just happened that you ended up being, I don't know, you have in here a million stuff, but you still want to collect them. You don't want them to despawn. You can do that easily. You can reset it by interacting with the body. What I mean to say by that, hide your knife, carry. You can take it home, put it on a skinny bench. I look just amazing with it in my bag, you know. But if you don't want to carry it back home, just take it, drop it down, and now it's resetted. You see 99%? Yep, that's the way to do it. We're not gonna do that because we don't have a skinny bench. So you just take it home. Repair that. Drop the stupid meat. And I think it's time to get back home. Because we just unlocked the level 10 crafting bench. Let's look a little at those talent points. I would like to have a little more damage with the bow if possible. We got a point in solo. There. Okay, we're moving towards that. And in here, let's go at combat. Movement speed with the bow. And damage with the bows. That's what I put my points in. Okay, let's get out of the Arctic. Stop that torch. And keep on moving towards our little cave in there. We're filled up with the good stuff. That's a bee tree. Gonna take it on. From afar, don't wanna fight with the bees. When you see it exploding, you can get in close. Grab those, we're gonna need it for medicine. Also, we're gonna need a little bit of silk. I don't remember how much, 10, 20. We're gonna need at some point to make the mortar and pestle. So I'm just gonna grab one of these nodes and call it good. We're gonna need to make the oxidizer. So, oxidizer is to fill up your lungs with oxygen. So it uses oxide and sulfur. 2 stacks of oxide, that's 100 pieces. And a stack of sulfur, that's 50 pieces. On the way home, we should grab those. Still have some inventory space in there. It's not an issue with the inventory yet. So, yeah, well, I missed that one. Sulfur. Oh, I saw sulfur around here. Shh. Oh, another deer? Come with me. I repeat, we need all the leather in the world. And we're gonna need a lot more than what we have right now. Basically, if I have to choose between leather and meats, any of these meats, I will drop the meats, okay? Well, it was a minute, but I finally found a couple of nodes of sulfur in here. So I'm just gonna grab one of them. I think it's gonna be enough for the beginning. We're gonna need some like 50. Now I know that I have 2 more in here just around the corner. So I'll be able to come in here and grab them if I need them. Let's get back to our cave. Okay, entrance to the cave, lights on. Bees? Worms? No worms in this one. Bees, I'm not seeing them. Yep, they're in here. Let's take care of the hive first. In there. Come on. And then of the swarm. Come on. What you doing up there? When you're not gonna look at them, they're gonna come. Check this one out. Got him. Perfect. In here. Okay. That in that place. I'm fully loaded. Okay, let's deposit stuff first. In here, I want to dry that meat first, and that meat second. In here, I want to burn that, and that. Put the wood in there. Actually, we're gonna need the wood. Put the bacon in there, I said. We're gonna cook that one first. That one is needed in the purifier. Let's see if I can build already the crafting bench on me. I should make some stone. Oh, I didn't unlock it. Sorry. Tech tree. Tier 2. It's a lot of stuff in here. Crafting bench. We're not gonna unlock anything until we're not gonna build that bench. 1 more stone, 60 fibers. I have that, I have that, I have that. Let's make the crafting bench. And all the materials, we're gonna put them into that bench. Let me go and retrieve my stuff out of here. That's my stuff. Yep. Okay, we got the crafting bench in the left pocket. Let's put it in here. This is the beginning of the good days, believe it or not. Can you please stay in one spot? Yeah, let's pretend that there is good. Now, automatically having oxygen in your lungs requires that oxide dissolver and the oxygen bladder. The water skin, it's automatically drinking. Let's grab those and let's stop in there. I know we still have 9 points. Let's stop in there for a second, okay? Let's bump. Not that. All of that stuff in there. Let's make the oxide dissolver. 8 bones, 24 leather, 18 wood. We're gonna need a lot more wood. But let's make that thing first. You're gonna need at least 2 oxygen bladders. One on you and one filled up with oxygen non-stop. So we're gonna make 2 of them. And 1 water skin. Okay, these guys are kind of leaking. Okay. That one, it says that it's airtight. That one, I think it's leaking just a tiny bit, but maybe they changed that and I don't remember it properly. Let's put this oxygen stop magic in here somewhere. Straight. Drop the sulfur. I have the sulfur on me. Come on. In there. And 100 oxide in there. Where's my oxide? In there. Come on. Okay. Automation is happening already. That one will fill with oxygen. That one will fill with oxygen. We don't need to breathe the oxide anymore. Let's take that water skin. Press 8, hold it in your hand. Come in here. Access first just to put those in there because it needs it. And then E to fill container. Just like that, my bladder is filled up. I forgot to bring the other suit down, which was a mistake. I hope you brought it. Drink that, put that water in there, and the oxygen bladder in there. Between episodes, I'm gonna drop that suit down. Actually, I think we can do it pretty soon, maybe in this episode as well. Either way, those are filled up, one in there, and all your oxygen problems will be solved. You will forget about it, okay? That one, we need it in there just to drink when we are thirsty, or you can leave it in your inventory, your choice. Now, let's look at the tech tree. Most likely I'm gonna get again pneumonia here, but it is what it is. We need the anvil. That requires 40 iron ingots, okay? In order to have the iron ingots, we need the stone furnace. So let's unlock that one. It requires 80 stone. We don't have. Let's go out. And let's start munching on some stone. You can collect this stuff from the ground as well. Not an issue if you want, but I just prefer to come to these rocks and grab a little more experience, you know? Because that's what we're trying to do here. Advancing levels. So let's grab, I don't know, something like 100 stone. And go and make that thingy. You might be tempted. You really might. Let's drink. Drink. You might be tempted to start munching on, I don't know, grab 1,000 stone right now. Because you know you're gonna need it. You are going to need more than 1,000 stone, actually. But don't do it. You know why? Because soon enough we're gonna have an iron pickaxe. And after that we're gonna have a steel pickaxe. And that's way better than this pickaxe. You're gonna have a lot more yield than doing it with the stone pickaxe. Also, I remember in the first episode telling you about that setting. If you go in here, custom mode settings, nothing there. Back. Settings in here, you have the option somewhere here. Let me find it for you. gameplay, I believe it is gonna ask you if you want in here fiber foliage respawn. What is that meaning? You gotta leave it on, and large stones respawn. You gotta leave it on. That means I log out, I log in, I respawn in the same spot. These stones, large stones, are gonna be back. The foliage is the small trees and bushes that we grab for fibers and sticks. If you chop one of these trees down, it will not respawn. This is a pretty big storm outside. We're gonna need to get inside soon. So I don't want the tree in my head falling. Let's get in. Boop. Okay, we have enough to make the furnace. Let's make that furnace happen. And now we're gonna have to mine iron and copper just to have the necessary beginner items, let's call it. Deploy that one in there. I like that, please. Let's leave that stone in there. And let's start munching on this iron. A lot of experience to be had out of these guys. Remember, we need 40 pieces of iron just to have the anvil. That means 80 pieces of iron ore. Because the ratio is 2 to 1. 2 ore for 1 ingot. So we need at least 80 iron only to have the anvil in here. Okay, have some iron on me. 110 to be more precise. You can burn wood in here, but I would like to take that coal that I saw somewhere. Shh. In here, we got the nodes. I'm gonna grab this one. You need some coal just to make the steel as well, so don't consume it all. Remember that with an iron pick, you get a lot more yield. So I think it will be better to leave that one intact. Let's put this coal in here. Only 28. Amazing. It is what it is. You see how I'm consuming the oxygen? It's happening by itself. Let's unlock the anvil bench. That will allow us to make iron and copper nails for the time being. As you unlock stuff in here, you're gonna be able to make those things. So we're gonna unlock the first essential item, the iron pick. Okay. That means we're gonna need 40 ingots for that, and we're gonna need another 6 ingots for that one. Not gonna mine anything until we're gonna have that. Not gonna mine anything with the stone pick. No effing way. Skinning bench. You put the animals in there and you do the stuff, Majigis. Cooking station. Really good. You can cook some special meats in there. We're gonna unlock all of that. But for the time being, you only have 6 points. I don't want to live in a cave forever. So we're gonna follow this line. And we're gonna see. Can we unlock what we really need in here? No, we gotta be level 15. Okay, so a little more work has to be done. When we're gonna be in here, we're gonna need 1 point for this, 2 points, 3 points. So better keep it in mind. We have 3 points left in there, BJ. Okay, this is for the animals. I feel like soon I wanna grab an animal and have it in here, either a horsey or a moa. I don't know, I think a moa because that's the fastest thing in the game until we're gonna get to Elysium and get the raptor in there. Not interested in the fishing textile. I really want it because I want to build the armor, but as you can well see, we gotta be level 15 to get that armor. That is the same stuff as the other one. You could unlock it just to have the medical satchel, farmers, pouches, stuff, backpack. Really good. But we're gonna grab the one from the workshop. What we're gonna need is mortar and pestle. And we're gonna already unlock the crush bone and the epoxy, because no point in carrying with us a million. Say a million. We need that lantern. Bones with us everywhere. We're gonna turn them into epoxy because we're gonna need a bunch of epoxy. That's why I took that silica just to make the mortar. So all of those bones are going to become epoxy. And the arrows that we're going to use after what we're going to finish with this one are the flint arrows, which we're going to unlock them in here later, I believe. Let me just find them. Iron pick. There should be summary. But I think they kind of lucky at this point, you know. Flint arrows, they go in here. We gotta be level 15. Nevertheless, we have access to a better bow. It's called the longbow. So, let's make that thing happen. Are you making it in an anvil? I think you are. Yes, okay. Let's see. Do I have 14 ingots? Not yet. I think we're gonna need a little more steel in here. A little more iron, but not yet. I wanna go just a tiny bit outside to reset that cave sickness meter in there, let's call it. And just to chop down these trees. Because if you don't do it, they're gonna despawn on you. The storm put them down. Oh, we're gonna need millions of wood. Better to grab them right now, you know. And tell me, isn't it just amazing the way it automatically comes into my inventory? You're welcome. Any more woods? Down. I'm not seeing any other trees down, so it's fine. Let's get back inside. If you don't want to stuff it all in your crafting bench or in that box that we made, you can turn it all into wood piles in your inventory here, just like that, and place it down. Make a stack, a huge row of wood in here if you want. And then when you're gonna need to grab it in your pocket, you just interact with it and automatically get all the 100 wood inside of your pocket. I'm just gonna dump everything in there because it's enough space. We still don't have our ingots. I think we're gonna need a little more iron, so let me, well, I don't want to grab another node with this pick. If I'm gonna need it, we got it in here. Gotta wait for those 40 to happen. What did I need it for the longbow? Oh, I needed the other stuff. I needed the anvil. Well, we got 2 more points. Let's take a peek in here. We need the iron knife and the other basic tool, the iron axe, okay? When we're gonna unlock more, we're gonna unlock more. But for the time being, we need either 6 ingots, in there 6 ingots and 2 nails, in there 6 ingots and 2 nails, and we need the longbow, which is only the normal, let's call them normal materials, but we need the anvil. We're gonna have those at level 15. We're not that far from level 15. When those ingots are being made, you'll see up top in here some experience happening because we're crafting, and while we're crafting, we're doing the stuff. We got the 40 ingots. Let's make that anvil. It's a lot of stuff you can do in that anvil. Let me tell you that. Okay, let's make it happen. We got it. Let's grab all those bones. Repair that. I think it's gonna be the last time we're gonna repair it. Turn all those bones into crash bones. You get the experience for doing that. You see it in there. 170, 200, whatever stuff. Yeah, it's happening. Can I put this one like in here? We're gonna move it afterwards when we're gonna grab it. So in order to have the big 5 wood, 4 leather ingots. Okay, so we're gonna need wood, leather. Let's grab that one as well. And ingots. Okay, ingots are coming. Amazing, we have enough. Iron pickaxe is the first thing. This one we can destroy it. Never gonna be used again. Drop in there the stuff. Grab the iron pick. You see that square in there? That means that that tool accepts an attachment. An attachment is gonna be done. What the heck was that? Done later, made later, should I say, in the alteration bench. You can have attachments on your tools, on your armor. It's gonna be just amazing, you know. Hit faster, collect more, do a lot better stuff. We're gonna talk about it when we're gonna get in there. But pretty my stamina is lacking because guess what? I have pneumonia. Yep. It happened again. That's why it's essential to get to level 15 and move the heck out of this cave. Now that I have the iron pick, I will be able to grab a little more iron and copper out of these guys, but still not able to grab the platinum. See? Or the exotics for that matter. I think you're not able. Oh, those you are. Oh my god, we got a beast in here. Why don't you say something? Okay. Stamina depleted descent. More incoming, BG. Watch out. Okay. Base going down. Come. Got him. Oh, a little more honey for BG. Give me that honey. Thank you. I need to drink stuff. I have the water skin in here. So yeah, what this guy, no, you need the steel pickaxe to grab it. But the rest of the stuff you can grab it. So I think I'm gonna stop in here. I don't know exactly when I'm unlocking the steel. I think it's always at level 15. Everything kind of happens in there. Let's check it out. It should be here. Steel axe, level 20. So it ain't gonna be that close. But we can make it. Oh, by the way, if we have 4 up top in there, or up top in there, it's easy to get them. Just grab some woods and fibres on you. Have with you always 2 or 3 rams. I tend to have 3 rams on me. Keep them in here all the time. And you can deploy them and pick them up anytime you want. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just grab them in your pocket. You need to burn in there. Give me that. Give me my axe or my knife. Oh, we need nails. 2 and 2. Okay, let's make 10. And now put that iron in there. Let's say the iron knife. We're gonna destroy that. Give me some sticks fibres. Let's make another torch because that one is going out. And we need to see in here what we're doing. You can stay in there. Give me my iron knife. Thank you. Now we need that guy. Well, we need 4 more ingots. But we can make the longbow. So we can destroy that guy. And magic happened. We just have a bit of bone here. Bones can be turned into that and then into that. All of them. Let's drop the rest of the stuff in there. Keep on munching here. We need some copper. So if you have the MXC tools, they will kind of get broken by this time, okay? If they're not already broken, you need to send them up in space. 2 ways of doing that. Go to your dropship and go out in space yourself with the tools in your pockets. Or what we're gonna do is we're gonna build an orbital exchange interface, the OEI, and you will be able to call tools from outer space. Everything that you buy in the workshop, you can call them in here or send up stuff from here up in space. So you're gonna send your MXC tools in space. You're gonna right click on them, hit repair in there. It's gonna cost you 5 Ren, 10 Ren, I don't know. You're gonna be able to repair them once you are out of the game. You're on the character select in there and bring them down fixed. That one is way too high for me. 3 rams, more than enough. This pickaxe, in order to fix it, you need an iron ingot. It's happening at the anvil. Okay? Man, I hate this pneumonia. Cannot even imagine how much I hate it. Okay, good stuff. Pick up those with Y. Titanium. I cannot grab that one. We can grab the exotics, but we don't need them yet. A lot more yield with the steel pick, but we're not level 20 yet, so we're just gonna grab it with the iron pick and that's it. If you want the smelting process to go a little faster, there's nothing and nobody stopping you from making 2 of these. I really don't care about it. I enjoy the grind. I enjoy being here. So that's why I'm doing it like this. I have enough iron. I want to smelt the copper. What's first up top? Going like that. That's what's gonna get smelted first. Okay. So I think we're able to make our axe, and I think it's dodo time. So let's sleep in here. Just to turn it into daytime. Anvil is right in here. My torch just went off. New torch coming in. Yep, we got it. We can destroy that ugly stuff in there. We got ourselves an iron pick. One talent point. Let's go into talents. Let's go into bow. Increase arrow damage. Amazing. No solo points. Tech tree. We get 4 skill points. We could go in there and unlock already the antibiotic. I would really like to do that because I hate this pneumonia and apparently we're gonna be in this cave for a while. So let's make that herbalism bench. Is done with common materials, how you can see. I think we're gonna need some yeast, some charcoal, maybe some crushed bones to make that antibiotic. I don't know, but for sure that honeycomb will help. So let's just put that one somewhere kind of out of the way. Drop those in there. Charcoal and honeycomb. Guess what? Huh. Or yeast. Yeast, epoxy, and charcoal. I don't think it's normal for those to respawn. Just because I've been sleeping. But here we go. Icarus bugs. What do you want to do now? Nevertheless. Man, look. Antibiotics. Coming up. Give me my charcoal, please. Fill me up with the good foods. Those in there, for example. Assume. We were in here. Let's make maximum 5. We're gonna leave them in here, and we're gonna sip one from time to time when we're gonna get the pneumonia. Right now, it's not the case to grab one because that pneumonia will only last for 89 seconds. If it procs again, yeah, I'll grab it. Otherwise, no. And since I'm gonna stay in this cave until I'm gonna take away all the iron and all the copper, I don't think it's the case to grab an antibiotic. When we're gonna get out of the cave, totally different story, okay? But for the time being, let me munch all of this iron and all of this copper and all of this coal out of this cave. And I'll see you guys back when I finish. Okay, so I finished with the iron, I think. There might be 1 or 2 left. I don't know. For example, that one. I don't care about it. I finished with the iron and the copper in this cave. I don't want to stay here because I don't have pneumonia. This thing is smelting in here. I want to smelt the copper first. No particular reason, but just want to get rid of them. And after that, that one will be smelted. I'm not sure I can unlock the OEI yet. Let's look at it. So orbital exchange interface, it's in there. We gotta unlock the contact device and then the OEI. Contact device is for making missions. We need 15 ingots, 8 rope, 10 wood, and that one is to exchange the stuff from the sky, let's call it. So 8 with 8, we need 16 rope in here. We can make 2. Let's go grab fibres. I have almost 500 fibers. I think that should be enough. Are the bees back? Yes, they are. I think it's the old hive. Well, now it's gone for good. I don't know what happened in there. It's amazing the way it is. We need 16, so I need 14 more. Okay, let's dump those fibers in there. We need it. That thing. So let's make it happen while we have those. Perfect. And then that thing, we need 7 copper ingots. We get more than that. Let's leave them all in there and put it in there. That one is to finish, otherwise we will not build anything. I think we're gonna miss something. We're gonna miss 1 iron ingot. Well, burn that one first, please. Okay, we got the contact device. Let's make the orbital exchange interface. I don't know why I clicked max, but it's fine. Let's put those two outside in here. Ooh, didn't get the pneumonia that time. Really good. This is for making missions. This is for exchanging stuff with the space.
Access to short-range radio, you'll be able to take on simple missions.
Yep.
If you want to take on more complex assignments, you'll have to craft an infrasonic relay device.
Yep.
Oh, almost forgot. Cinetai have come up with a fancy new way of shipping your exotic hauls off-world. They're calling it the Orbital Exchange System, OES. Abandoning all your planet-side tech is a thing of the past, if you prefer. Chuck them in the pod, and it drops it all off at the station. OES schematics should be available, if you want to build one. Good luck, Prospector.
Try not to die, Prospector. Amazing. So, we're gonna stay in this cave until we're gonna be level 15. After that, we're gonna move into our stone base. Our stone base will require iron nails. They're coming out of all of that iron that we are smelting in there. They're gonna require a bunch of wood, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And it will require a bunch of stone, which is exactly what I'm gonna do later, between episodes. Now that we have the iron pick, oh my god, another level, amazing. Now that we have the iron pick, life is a little easier, you know. Let me just get almost over encumbered with this stuff in here. We're gonna put them inside. Let's see, what level? 12. Well, not long to go. What we should unlock? Well, first I would like to have an iron sickle, if you don't mind. Hope you don't mind. Wow. We kind of need everything, you know, but essentials first. Level 2. Let me take a peek in here. Some stamina enhancement will be good. Health recovery tonic, that's really good. It doesn't take much. Flour, you make it in that more from wheat. Yeast, you find it all over the place. Tree sap, you make it out of, yeah, you know what, let's unlock it and we're gonna make some. That's gonna be needed a bunch. Honeycomb products, we don't need that. Flour, we're gonna need it, so we're gonna have to unlock it. At some point I want to unlock the textile bench. We're gonna need that level 15, the better armor. We're gonna need a simple creature deterrent, just so that the horses and the wolfies are not attacking our shack. Level 20, we're gonna get into the Steel Age. But most important, level 15 is the masonry bench with the stone building base. This is what we need. So I'm gonna have to stockpile on wood, on leather, and on stone. Okay. Not long to go. We have some wood in here. It ain't a bunch, but we have some wood in here. Let's try and stockpile. Those are coming. Let's try and stockpile on the other elements. Okay, so 68, it ain't gonna be enough. 93, it ain't gonna be enough, that's for sure. We're gonna need a few stacks of those, so something like 300 maybe. Wood, let's pretend it's fine. It's easy to get wood non-stop in here. Stone, well, stone, it's a little more difficult because you gotta mine it. And animals, well, you gotta go after them. You see how fast this one is going with an iron axe? Well, just you wait. When we're gonna make the titanium one with an attachment, you're gonna be super amazed. But even this one, puny as it is, iron, it's a major improvement compared with the stone one. Just like all the tools that we have in here. So, tell you what, between episodes, I will go around here, killing a little more wolves, a little more everything that moves basically, just to grab the leather. I'm gonna grab, I don't know how much stone, let's say 1,000, something like that. It ain't that difficult, because if you look into the right side, I already have 200 in here, so it's gonna take only a few minutes. And this time, what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing more experience for myself. Speaking of, let's look at the talents. we're heading here at survival. Yield for mining stone. Okay, let's grab that one as well. Later down the road, when we're gonna unlock the firearms, I feel like we're gonna revisit this and we're gonna take away some of those points. I don't know, but we're gonna leave it in there for now. I want more stamina, so I'm gonna put a point into stamina. The rest of the points that I'll get, because I'll get them because I'm doing the stuff in here while you're not watching. More damage with the bow. It's always nice. I'm just gonna keep them. I'm not gonna spend them. We're gonna spend them together in the next episode. But this gives me a good stopping point, you know? Here we are. This is what we did until now. Why not? Pixel hunting again? Yeah. Right now what I'm doing, well, I'm gonna grab, let's say, 1,000 stone. I'm gonna grab another 3, 4, 5 trees, and then I'm gonna hunt a bunch of animals in here just to grab, I don't know, 400, 500 leather. After that, well, we're gonna make another episode and we're gonna see what is gonna happen. But this is what I'm doing in the meantime. This is what you will need to do in the meantime. Just munch on all this stone in here, munch on the trees, munch on the animals, make it happen. If you have stamina issues, grab better foods. If you have the cave bug, well, you got the antibiotics right in there into that bench. Not an issue. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nothing can kill you at this point in the game. There are no bears coming in this spot as far as I know, so you shouldn't have any issues with them. You can take everything on. Oh, this one just broke. With this knife that we have in here, so life is just beautiful, you know. Okay, let's dump all of the stone in there. Let's grab some iron ingots, I don't know, those. Leave them in there and repair that, please. Amazing. Good stuff. So now you know what I'm gonna do. Let's leave this one in here because, again, kind of long. No point in continuing into the next one. I think we're gonna be level 15. I'm not sure, but killing all those animals is gonna give me experience, not only the leather and the bones and the stuff. I'm gonna have a lot more epoxy. I'm gonna have some fur. I'm gonna have all the stone. I'm gonna have the lumber. We're gonna be prepared. So into the next one, we're gonna move up out of the cave into our permanent base, down by the water in there. And we're gonna try and continue taking it easy, step by step. This is kind of not forced, but let's say fast advancement, what we're doing here. I'm showing you my way to grow a character. I hope you like it. I hope you appreciate it. If you do, put a like on the video, really means a bunch. Let me know in the comments if you have questions. I don't know, if you know any other tricks, put them in the comments in there. They will help the new players as well. But let's leave this one here because it's kind of long. Thank you guys so much for being here, for watching this. If you like it, don't forget, drop that like on the video, it really helps a bunch. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, if you want to see some more. And if by any chance you want to support my dream of becoming a full-time content creator and support the channel at the same time, grab yourself some membership, just take a pic of them. Thank you again, I'll see you to the next one. Bye now.